Hello, everyone. So, to make up for the weird streaming schedule last week, I'm doing an extra stream that I wouldn't normally do this week. I was going to do Jedi Fallen Order, but my wife's not here, and I was told that she wants to watch it, so I'm going to try out Minecraft Dungeons. DLC. Who should I go with? Should I go with OG Steve? Or Blue Hair Girl? Kind of like Blue Hair Girl. Or White Hair Girl. Or even Pink Hair Girl. Let's go with Pink Hair Girl. And offline. Let's do an offline game. I don't know how to talk to people, so let's do an offline game.
The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
So, I played Minecraft for years. I've seen people play Minecraft story mode. Huh? Why does this game exist? Find the objective. Oh, it tells me all my things. Oh, what do I got? Nothing. Okay. I feel like there was a thing I was going to do, but that's okay. Do I collect things in this? What do I do in this? Oh, there's a Zambo. Get him! Is that a rupee? Oh, it's probably an emerald. Told you, I play Minecraft. I know how this works. I kind of wish I could have made like a custom character. That definitely feels like a Minecrafty thing that should have been implemented. So what I know about this game is obviously it's like a dungeon crawler. It sounds kind of like... Ooh, arrow bundle. Oh, do I have an arrow? Oh. It sounds kind of like it plays also kind of like a Diablo clone. Which I played way too much Diablo 3 back in high school, so I'm kind of excited actually to be trying this out. Oh, skeleton archer. Ouch. Skeleton archer. Ow. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's hard. There we go. I'm not really sure the entire story. I accidentally skipped the opening, trying to set up the stream. So, yeah. Here we are. What are those? What are those? What are... Oh. They're villagers. Why are they messed up? I haven't seen this kind of villagers before. I've seen zombie villagers. Right. Oh, the bread does regeneration. Oh, it's an actual, like, health system. It's not just number of hearts. I'm down. Down to clown. Does that say? Can I read that? It's shiny. Okay. What is that? Oh, is that the Arch Illager or whatever they were talking about? Oh my gosh. Level up. Enchantment point earned. What does that mean? Every level up gives you an enchantment point, which are used to upgrade items. Open inventory, try it out. Select an item of your gear that you want to. Well, you can choose from randomized enchantments for every item. Select one now. Has a 30% chance to chain a cluster of mobs together. Increases the chance for mobs to drop consumables. Guess I'll go with chains. Fireworks arrow. Equip artifact. Pick up the firework arrow in the artifact category to equip them. Sure. Use the artifact. Now the artifact is equipped. You can use it whenever you want. X, Y, B. Oh, it's an X. Okay. That's cool. Set up camp. Is he dead? Oh, ow! Okay. Can I jump? Sorry. Had to clear my throat. Can I... Is there... This is Minecraft. There's gotta be building, right? Oh, what? I get to keep the frickin' artifact? That's cool. Victory!
Too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
Do Game Pass games actually add to your gamer score? Because I don't think I've actually gotten an achievement since like 2014. Fishing rod. The fishing rod is useful more than just fishing. Yeah, you can like what friends. Oh, I can play with people? That's cool. So, like, do I have... Oh, Creeper Woods, Squid Coast. Wonder how big they're gonna make this. Doesn't look that close, but... Huh. Fishing rod. Okay. Creeper Woods, I guess. I mean, I get it's like a dungeon crawler, but what? Yeah, that's cool. I guess it does count because I just got a notification on my phone saying I got the achievement.
By the Arch-Illager's decree, all free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the Illagers. For there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends.
So I guess those gray boys are Illagers, not villagers. I got you. Well, it looked like I had to go this. Okay, guess I'll go this way. Is there a run? Oh, I can hold it, I guess. Can I? Oh, no, thank you. I did that, didn't I? It's okay. At least it's not a, like, one and done sort of thing. It's got a cooldown. Look at all those emeralds. I'm really confusing my cat because her name is Emerald. What did I just... A swiftness potion. I'm so swift! Oh my glob. Oh my gosh. I wonder if there's a way to raise the difficulty. Say as I get swarmed by a mob. Oh, it's potion of strength or whatever. An apple. Can I? Is there like stuff that I should be looking out for? Ow, bastard. Cool. I'm glad that did nothing to the actual archers. Oh my gosh, this is getting hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was talking mad stuff. I keep thinking, what's RB? Oh, it's like a dodgerel. Why did I kill that sheep? Was there any reason to kill the sheep? Why am I killing so many animals? What is that? Shadow Brew. Dead, dead. I'm so strong. Take that, cow demon. What is this thingy about? Push. Secret. Whoa, wait, what did I just get? Travel. Whoa. Creepy crypt. Oh, this feels not great. Okay, I guess it was fine. Wolf armor. Whoa. Hang on, guys. Might be. I didn't realize I could be attacked while in my menu. Oh. TNT. Right. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Shoot. Spawn a circular that heals allies. I don't have any allies, so I'll go with increased damage. Is there anything over here? This is cool. I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. I mean, so far I've enjoyed pretty much everything that's come out of Minecraft, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's been a minute since I've played, like, can I light that? That I've played an actual dungeon crawler. It's pretty fun, actually. I got a potion of strength. Can I not do anything with that altar? I keep wanting to move the camera because I'm spoiled by modern day games. Doesn't seem to be a thing. Hunter's armor. Is that better or worse than... Oh, it's way better. Right? Yeah. But the wolf armor's so cool though. Whatever. It's that classic, like, dungeoneer's problem. Do you go with the cool armor or the good armor? I am here. I gotta remember that I'm actually streaming. Because so far, I don't think anyone's here. It says I have one viewer, but that might be Streamlabs. I don't know. So I don't have anyone to talk to. Except for myself. And, I mean, I've watched streamers and Let's Players who are pretty successful, play pretty decent, like do pretty decent videos without really talking much to the audience or to themselves, without talking at all, I suppose. And even the super cool ones, like, it's kind of boring. Luckily, I do have dual monitors, so I can see that I'm making sound. I have a really good friend, Francois878, check him out. Mostly on YouTube. He hasn't been streaming lately. He plays a lot of Warframe. He's a Warframe partner. You might have seen him once or twice at GenOCon. TennoCon. It's not GenOCon. I don't know what that means. I think I was mixing TennoCon with Gen Con. You may have seen him at TennoCon. He's a Warframe partner. Super cool dude. But I was watching him stream Uncharted once, and just halfway through his playthrough, he went completely silent. And I've never killed a creeper that effectively. He went completely silent. I think he muted his mic to talk to his wife or something, and didn't realize he never turned it back on. So last like hour, of his stream was complete silence, and he's like, well, that's embarrassing. But like, What can you do? You're not recording your audio, so you can't. He's just streaming. He's not recording anything, so he couldn't just grab the audio and plug it into his video. So I'm gonna try and not. Oh, I can go through the water. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. You can go through the water in Minecraft. Oh, well, now I have to go back to that chest I saw way earlier. Oh, well, it was at camp. I'll try to get through here first. Sorry. I have this problem. I should maybe talk to a doctor about it. It's been happening for like a long time. Whenever I eat or drink anything, I get really phlegmy. Like, it feels like I'm choking on something, and it makes me cough a lot, which, you know, with COVID being a thing, gets really embarrassing at work. So I gotta, like, cough quietly so I don't get weird looks. But I just ate lunch before this stream because I'm too anxious to actually stream 100% sober. And I didn't want to be drinking on an empty stomach. So now I'm all phlegmy, and it's gross, and I hate it. Sorry. I know the mic's picking that up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to turn away. Here. Give me 1 second. Let me wet my whistle. Nom 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 nom. This stream brought to you by Rockstar Energy Drink and Pinnacle Vodka. It's not. But if any of you know a representative from either company, tell them to hit me up. I'll rep them. Today, right now, I'm drinking. It's one of those Mountain Dew. I said Rockstar Energy Drink. I'm stupid. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew Game Fuel. I think it's like a raspberry lemonade flavor, mixed with Pinnacle Tropical Punch Vodka. Because I had like like fifth of vodka that I had to finish. And then get back here. Come here. Come here. God, go and get you. I got you. I also finished off about a fourth of a pitcher of Twisted Tea Half and Half. I also have 3 cans of truly hard seltzer lemonades. So I'm hoping that at the very least that makes good content. What's in here? Supplies. Oh no. I'm liking this game a lot. I might have to buy it. But, I mean... Oh, it's sticky. Get back. This stream also brought to you by Xbox Game Pass. Actually, not sponsored, but it's true. Could not be doing this without Xbox Game Pass, considering that's what I'm playing on. So Xbox, if you want to sponsor me. Who needs followers when you have brand deals? I'll sell out. I'll sell out right now on stream. This is just a hobby right now. If it makes me money, that's cool. I'm not at the point where people can be mad if I sell out. Stop. What is that? Is that a chest on a pig? Is that more wolf armor? Can I craft on here? Can I like put wolf armor together and make like super wolf armor or some-ish? What was I talking about? Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass, really cheap, and can be used on the PC, which is how I'm doing it right now. There's a lot of arrows. Free the villagers. Okay. Oh, here's them there illagers. Really pretty cheap. I think it's like $5 or something a month, and you get so many free games, even on just PC, and that's really cool. Cause I don't own an Xbox. I mean, my dad does, but that'd be a whole thing. What are these? Come here, fella. I got you. We're gonna get zombie illagers. Are they gonna add illagers to vanilla Minecraft? And if you are a Game Pass member, you get discounts on games. And if that's not cool, if that's not your shtick, what's wrong with you? Who doesn't like cheaper games? Okay, I need 2 more villagers. So again, I skipped the opening. What? Are they like turning villagers into illagers? Like, I'm picking up all these wolf armors in hopes that there's like a merchant I can sell them to. Like, is that why they're capturing all the villagers though? Oh, they're music boxes. Is that why it made that noise? Boom. Guess I should probably keep talking. I don't know. I haven't really been up to much. My job, level up. As much as I complain about my job, 20% increased ranged and melee damage, 100% damage return. Whenever you take damage, you deal damage back to the attacker. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Sorry, one moment. I'm getting a refill. job. I'm blessed that job security is not a thing I've had to worry about during, Corona. And I acknowledge that. I fully acknowledge that. As salty as I am about not getting time off. I mean, I got 2 weeks off, but I thought I had Corona, so it wasn't a restful time off. Plus the guilt of leaving my wife to take care of our son was starting to weigh on me, especially as I started to feel a little better. I'm like, man, I don't know if it's Corona. I don't know if I should be near you guys. But I digress. So I work at a warehouse. So I spend a lot of time listening to podcasts. Ooh, is that a bow that's better than mine? Yeah, sure. I'll just upgrade it later. Or enchant it later. But what was I saying? I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been a Rooster Teeth fan for, oh man, a long time. The first video, so like, I had unknowingly watched an Achievement Hunter video way before I actually was a fan of Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter and whatever. My first video, kind of relevant to this, was Rage Quit Minecraft. My cousin, who lived with me at the time, and I were just scrolling through YouTube, and we actually had recently started playing Minecraft. We were the kids that were too cool to play it, but decided we saw a demo on the 360, and we're like, psh, we'll play this ironically. We're cool. We're cool kids. Not cool kids. He was. I was not. As you can tell, I'm on here streaming, so. But we started playing ironically, and was that the end? Is there anything I missed? It started playing ironically, and as it was downloading, I remember looking over at him and saying, "Now watch." After months of giving people crud about playing Minecraft and how it's a little bitty baby game, we're going to download this. Didn't realize I was trying to walk off that bridge. We're going to download this and get sucked right in. That's exactly what happened. Victory!
Villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
Oh good, we are going back to camp. So, oh, cool. What'd I get? A tasty bone? Oh, wait, is that a... I got a doggo? Yes, please. Is there... Oh. What's this? Does it do anything though? Am I getting anything for beating him up? Anyhow, so we got sucked into Minecraft, and we were scrolling through YouTube one day, and we found the video, Rage Quit Minecraft. We looked at each other and just started laughing, like, how? How do you rage quit Minecraft? I've since then rage quit Minecraft quite a few times. But, we just thought that the entire notion of such a peaceful game that you would rage quit was really funny. So we clicked on it, and just died. Oh, and I was saying that my previous experience with Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth, I was trying to look up a guide for a game on how to get an achievement, and I saw an Achievement Hunter video. I'm like, oh yeah, Achievement Hunter, that sounds like a reliable source. It was not. Make trade. Ooh, a sleek bow that seems to never miss its target. Heck yeah. It's down one, but shoot. Can I sell to you? Can I sell things? Is that a thing I can do? What was I saying? Oh gosh, what was I saying? I was talking about Minecraft. Oh, I'm stupid. So, okay, creepy crypt. Cat. The whole point of this long-winded story was to get it to Rooster Teeth. I'm a big fan, blah blah blah, watching them for years. Anyone who has been watching, especially the Let's Play channel, knows about like the Let's Play family thing that they tried doing, where they introduced Funhouse, made up of former IGN peeps, and then there's Kinda Funny, and they had Sugar Pine 7 on there for the year that they weren't gone. They had James Buckley, The Creatures, Game Attack, Screw Attack, which is now that one, Death Battle. Game Attack coming from Screw Attack. They had The Creatures, which I might have already said. James Buckley, Laserbeam, or Lannon, who has his own personal YouTube channel. Am I out? Oh, I'm hitting right bumper. And anyways, they... gosh darn it. What I've been trying to get back to this whole time, at work, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I listen to pretty much anything Rooster Teeth because I'm a big old fanboy and I suck. And what? What did I just? Oh god. I'm a big old gross fanboy. Oh gosh, this is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, I didn't really mean it when I said I needed it to be harder. Oh my goodness. Oh, run. Oh, run. Oh, thank goodness. What was it? Ah. So I've been listening to Kinda Funny's In Review podcast. I just finished their Marvel in review, and their XCU, their X-Men in review. And feel like I've talked a lot and I don't really have like a big payoff for this conversation. Basically, I've just realized how much Corona's messed with like the world. Whereas we were getting 2 to 3 Marvel movies a year, and we haven't had a single one since Far From Home. We were supposed to get Black Widow last month, I think like May 1st, and they just released the new schedule. It's been pushed back to like November 26th. And there's a couple of them read the comics, and I just find some of the things they talk about super interesting, especially in the X-Men comics. And to say that I'm excited for a MCU X-Men is such an understatement. Like, so we have Black Widow coming in November. We have the Eternals coming in February, which could easily set up the introduction of mutants into the universe. Or there's plenty of people that are saying that mutants could have come into the universe as a byproduct of the snap or the blip or whatever from Thanos in Infinity War. And then there's, of course, we're supposed to be getting pretty much any day the WandaVision Disney Plus show, which will eventually lead into Doctor Strange 2. Pull the lever, Kronk. Which, the first Doctor Strange, I was way impressed with, like way more than I thought I would be. And well, that sucked. Oh right, I forgot I have a wolf buddy. But Doctor Strange 2, they've said, is going to be Marvel's. Ooh. Is that a stone sword? It doesn't say, but bam. Will be Marvel's first official attempt at a horror movie, which I think we can all agree. Oh my gosh, Marvel has done an excellent job with their movies. Like, be honest, when you saw they were making an Iron Man movie the first time, who cared at all about Iron Man? Granted, I grew up a DC fanboy, so, you know, growing up, if you had asked me, like, who are the biggest DC superheroes, I could be like, you know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, that'd probably be the only ones I mention. Obviously there's Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, frickin' the list just goes on. The Justice League is like a thing that people care about. Maybe not after the movie that came out, but like everyone knew about the Justice League, the JLA, Justice League of America, Super Friends, you know, what have you. If you had asked me who the biggest Marvel heroes are, Spider-Man, Wolverine, like the X-Men in general. Can I not? Oh, okay. What's this? After defeating a mob, there's a 10% chance to increase your attack speed by 50% for a short time. Attacks decrease the attack damage of all nearby enemies. Increase damage against the undead. There are a lot of undead. Yeah, Spider-Man, the X-Men. Maybe the Fantastic Four, but not until the like last two movies, the older like early 2000s movies came out with Fantastic Four and then Rise of the Silver Surfer. That's when I'm like, Fantastic Four's a thing. Ironic with the thing being a thing. But yeah, like I never heard of the Avengers. I never heard of Hawkeye or Black Widow. The Hulk was big. The Hulk was a big one, but then there was also Ang Lee's Hulk, and then that might have been 2003, and then the Incredible Hulk, 2005, 2006. I know the Incredible Hulk is the second official movie in the MCU. As weird as that is, considering it was Edward Norton and not Mark Ruffalo. But yeah, Marvel, who cared about Marvel? Who cared about Marvel if it wasn't Spider-Man or the X-Men? Like, to be honest. So you see, back in like 2005, 2006, we're making an Iron Man movie. Who? Some B-list superhero? But nobody except like hardcore Marvel fanboys care about? Like, no one in the general public cared about Iron Man 20 years ago. 20 years, not 20 years. There's been 20 movies or so. But 15 years ago or so. I'm trying to think of how old I am in comparison to the numbers I'm throwing out. Nobody cared about Iron Man until the movie came out. Then everybody cared about Iron Man. Iron Man, one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. Not my all-time favorite. That spot's still reserved for Spider-Man. How do I get in here? But like, they keep doing it too. Like Ant-Man. Who saw the Ant-Man trailer and was like, whoa! Ant-Man! Do you know anyone? Because I don't. I saw Ant-Man and laughed. I'm like, ha! Marvel's finally jumped the shark. Oh, is that better than my armor? Yeah, it is. Ant-Man. Who cares about Ant-Man? That doesn't have the thorn thing, though, does it? Why is my phone upside down? Nobody cares about Ant-Man. But then they made me love Ant-Man. And then Captain America, I thought Captain America was a joke. It was like number one. One or two, depending on who you ask. Depending on where Civil War left you. But then they did Guardians of the Galaxy. Who cared about them? Like, it's some dude from, what, Missouri? Montana? Missouri? Montana? Missouri. I think. Some dude from Missouri. A talking tree. A talking raccoon. Muscly dude and a green girl. Like, what? Who cares about that team? Also, you're going to make a team movie without introducing any of these characters? Things are falling, but it doesn't seem to matter. And they pulled it off. Like, it's ridiculous how good those movies have been. And don't even get me started on the Avengers. I didn't even know the Avengers were a thing. But gosh, I love the MCU. And I'm just so excited for Phase 4 to finally start. Like, you have no idea. Pickaxe. What does pickaxe do? Adventurers and heroes for as long as oh, it's a weapon. It's not a good weapon. Why haven't I done that? Stupid. I'm getting a phone call, but I'm busy. Actually, I kind of have to pee anyways. So, give me 1 second. Okay, so I missed the phone call, but it doesn't look like they're leaving me a voicemail, so I guess it's not that important. Oh my gosh, it's only been an hour. I feel like I've been talking forever. Maybe that's what you came for. Maybe you probably actually just came for the video. What's up here? That's dirt. What was I saying? Who cares about the Avengers? I like Justice League. I'm a DC fanboy. We don't talk about the Green Lantern movie. Ryan Reynolds is a godsend. Oh, golly, God. I don't know. Basically, I'm super excited for Phase 4. I'm excited to see what WandaVision is. Listening to these in reviews, they're kind of funny in reviews. Just available on podcasting networks around the globe. Search Kind of Funny in review. Also available at twitch.com/kindoffunnygames every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Anyways, listening to these reviews has reminded me about a lot of stuff that I've forgotten. Like, I knew Black Widow was going to be the next MCU movie. Super stoked to see it. Can't wait, especially with David Harbour in there from Stranger Things. Excited to get more of her background and blah blah blah. Forgot that in Endgame she died. She took Gamora's place essentially and died. She's laying at the bottom of a cliff. Forgot about that entirely until I listened to the review. Sorry, spoilers. I didn't even think about that. Totally forgot she was dead. I'm like, oh, cool, we're getting more of the Black Widow story. This might make things more interesting for her character later. No, it might make things more interesting for her character in retrospect when you rewatch the movies. But she's gone. She's dead. And I don't personally think she's coming back. Also, WandaVision, knew it was happening, super excited for it, forgot Vision died. I knew he died in Infinity War, but I thought they brought him back in Endgame, and I was wrong. Again, spoilers, I'm sorry. My filter is really weak when I drink. So much so that I'm even referencing the fact that I've been drinking. Did something? Whoa, wait, did something happen? Did I unlock something? Is there something? Man, now I have to look around. Dungeon crawlers. Have you ever seen the Adventure Time episode where they go on an old school dungeon crawl, Finn and Flame Princess? So they find the key and they're like, we have to go all the way back to the chest. And Finn's like, no. We get to go back. The accuracy hurts. That's all I'm getting at. But I'm just phases 1 through 3 were a complete story. It was essentially the Infinity War saga. So I'm really curious to see where they go from that, because like I don't know. They could go with Galactus, but is that a cop-out? Is that just more of the same? Like, I don't know. But they've announced they're making a Fantastic Four movie, which, thank God Marvel has the Fantastic Four back in its grasp, because, man, they've done them dirty. They're an okay superhero team, just the 4 of them. There's Stretch Boy, Hothead, Wallflower, and Discount Hulk. But so their powers are just kind of okay. The thing that really sets them apart is Doctor Doom. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. Doctor Doom does kind of set them apart, but the fact that they were all together when they got their powers is something that can't just be glossed over. It's like, I don't know. But if they introduce Galactus, they can introduce the Silver Surfer, which, if anyone's seen Rise of the Silver Surfer, obviously has some connections to the Fantastic Four, so might help bridge that gap. Still not 100% sure if Disney is going to allow Sony to add their Spider-Verse into the MCU with the Venom movies and now Morbius. I've read a good couple of articles saying that Deadpool would be added to the MCU and that they would be keeping Ryan Reynolds, even though they've said that X-Men will also be added, but they'll be completely recast, which, at least for Xavier and Magneto, is kind of a shame, because both Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy, I think, did really well. Same with Ian McKellen Sir Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender, I think, also did incredibly well, and they all had great chemistry on the screen, to the point where those characters are pretty much the only watchable thing in those trilogies. And then there's the whole Wolverine debacle. Basically, will there be a Wolverine in the MCU? Because victory! Basically, because we've had Hugh Jackman for, 6 movies? The original 3, X1, 2, and 3. Then, what did I get? Ooh, the stronger Tasty Bone? Yeah, it is. We've had him for X1, 2, and 3, X-Men Origins, The Wolverine, and Logan. And he's also been in Days of Future Past. So that's 7. He was in, I want to say he was in First Class for a cameo. And then maybe that's it. Unless you count the picture of him in Deadpool when it's stapled to his face. Ooh, a cutlass. Ooh, a heavy crossbow. Okay, that's enough for now. Yes. What? What am I? Oh. No. Yeah. Where's that at? There it is. Okay. Is there a way to sell things? Whoa. Oh, I died. Now, granted, Hugh Jackman did not start out being the best Wolverine. He basically turned it into his role. Like, he was, as mean as it is to say, kind of mediocre as the Wolverine in X1, 2, and 3. But then, as the years went on, as he got more used to the role, as he became super hot, I'll say it, because I'm, yeah, fuck it, I'll say it. I'm attracted to both men and women. He's super hot. I have no shame in saying that. Especially now that it's worked out. Now that it's gotten to the point that he wanted the character to be able to be at. The point that he wanted to be at to represent his character. Can I use this to fish? He pushed himself to ridiculous points to get to where he is physically, and that should be celebrated. He don't want to do that no more. So who could ever possibly replace him? Why do I keep going here? I can't go anywhere. I don't know what. Whoa, I have no arrows. Where'd they all go? Which, oh, I can make it harder. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I think you can do that in Diablo too. Well, yeah, also Diablo also, maybe Diablo too. Oh.
A coven of wicked witches live at the heart of the sinister swamp. They conjure up all manner of brews to empower the Arch-Illager and his ever-growing army. If you don't find and defeat those witches, the Illagers will be unstoppable. But tread carefully. The swamp is home to many horrors.
The voiceover makes this sound super, super serious. But then the Minecraft visuals, they hurt the seriousness a lot. Anyways, what was I saying? Hugh Jackman's hot. Oh my goodness. Oh, burn! That's a Rooster Achievement Hunter trip. Hugh Jackman's hot. Wolverine being like one of the most popular superheroes ever. Like not Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, whatever. Superheroes like in general. And then all the great stuff like Wolverine versus Hulk and the whole Wolverine and Deadpool dynamic. Are they gonna give up on all of that, or are they gonna throw billions of dollars at Hugh Jackman to come out of retirement? Like, I don't know what they'll do with that character. God, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Especially if you're just kind of bumping in to see, hey, what's Minecraft Dungeons all about? You're not learning much. You're just hearing me rant about the MCU and Rooster Teeth and stuff that doesn't matter. Anyone who is just jumping in, trying to find out what Minecraft Dungeons is about, it's essentially a Diablo-esque dungeon crawler, old school dungeon crawler, just Minecraft graphics and enemies. But it's actually really fun. Like, I love it up. Oh, I forgot about my doggo. It's really fun. It's exactly what you would think. It's just Minecraft villains or mobs. And when you level up, you can enchant your weapons. You pick up artifacts that you can use, like this firecracker that I just shot. Or my wolf pal was an artifact. Certain enemies will drop TNT that you can throw at your enemies, and I wasted that one. You have a blacksmith at your camp that you can get random weapons from. You trade in emeralds that you find. That's kind of it. Oh my gosh. That's kind of it. At least so far. There doesn't seem to be any crafting I can do. Or much to my dismay, any selling I can do. Because I've picked up a bunch of stuff I don't need. In hopes that I could sell it, and it doesn't seem to be the case. So, again, if you like games like Diablo, and you like the aesthetic of Minecraft, I say give it a shot. It's significantly more fun than I thought it would be. Now, I don't know how much that means to the average viewer. but I was really skeptical. I saw this game and I said, why does that exist? I mean, neat, cool, sure, but why? And now here I am, and it's really fun. To the point where I'm currently playing this on Xbox Game Pass. For the PC, maybe I should clarify. And I'm thinking about buying it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. 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 I'm gonna die. For the first time, I die. Oh gosh, I'm living. Oh goodness, I'm living. Oh. I have a pretty significant history with Minecraft. But I never got like super hardcore into it. Like, the closest was in high school when I lived across the street from my high school, so I had friends over pretty much every day. And so we would get on my Xbox and we'd have like building competitions and other nerdy stuff that would prevent us from finding girlfriends. And I mean, it was a lot of fun. But that's probably the most hardcore I got into it. Since graduating, class of 2014, represent, fallen off pretty hard. But still thoroughly enjoy the game. What is that sound? So, I'm really happy to be kind of in this world again. Oh, also they'll drop like consumables to help you heal and potions. Happy to be in this world again. And I still don't... Oh, did I just... Okay. I still don't know why this game exists, to be totally honest. And I lost my viewer. I don't know why this game exists. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain at all. Oh gosh. Oh, I totally forgot I could level up. What do you have? Rampaging, looting, weakening. No. What do you... Gosh, what do you have? That's cool. You're less than half health, your attack speed is increased. Thorns, yes. Oh, I love that. I love thorns. Thorns, if you don't know, and you didn't see because I got really excited, will return 100% of the damage dealt to you, to your enemies. Man, that's cool. If you upgrade it further, it'll be even higher, like 150 and 200. Oh, treasure pit. Oh, Enderman. I didn't know there were bosses. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I picked up a harvester. What does that mean? Oh, I can't charge it. TNT. Wife and I just watched the Sonic movie the other day. Yesterday? The day before. Today's the 5th. 2 days ago. for our anniversary. So we're cool. It was way better than it needed to be, and I loved it. And I don't know where I was going with that line of thinking. We watched the Sonic movie. And why does that matter? What did I get out of that? Oh no, it'll come to me. I keep trying to move the camera, and that's not a thing that I can do in this game. I also keep forgetting I have that little dodge roll when I'm in the middle of combat. What was I gonna say? Oh gosh, that's gonna bother me. Oh no, what'd I just do? Sorry, I opened something on my phone. Excuse me, I don't know if my mic picked that up, but if it did, excuse me. I'm sorry. We watched Sonic. It was really good. Ben Schwartz is a genius. My friend mentioned me on a comment. I don't know. What was your first video game? If you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments. Because the first video game I remember playing was the OG, like, very first Sonic on the Sega Genesis. After that, see, okay, that game was bought for my dad, who, you know, alive during the invention of video games, became a pretty big gamer. So he bought Sonic, because he was on that side of the war, the Sega v Nintendo war. Which meant I never grew up with like an N64 or Super Nintendo or anything. But so, the first game I ever remember playing is Sonic. And then, since, you know, a small child, they didn't see that it was super necessary to buy me games yet. So, sorry, one second. Let me mute this for you. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. What was I saying? Oh, I was a small child, born in 1996, so they didn't seem to, my parents didn't deem it necessary to have to buy games for me yet. Which is understandable. I mean, I have a 1-year-old son. I'm not going to buy him shit until he's old enough to know what he wants. I'm cussing. Oh no, I'm trying not to do that. I guess I'll try to keep things PG-13. But, so the very next game I can remember playing after Sonic was on a demo disc that my dad got in the mail for the PlayStation 1, and it was the 101 Dalmatians video game. There might even, my parents have video of like the first 5 years of my life, which is super cool, and I love it. And I watched them all the time as a kid, and I'd love to watch them again sometime, but you know, VCRs. So all I remember is there was this part where you're playing as one of the dogs and you have to like jump over like a pond or something, and you know, being like 4 or 5 or however old I was, I was struggling, so I went up and like, Dad, can you please do this for me? Please, it's so hard. And I just became really frustrated. You can see in the video, like, I'm getting frustrated. There's a smack into the controller. Stuff that I would cringe real hard if my son did. Don't break my controller. I paid more for it than I did for you. I'm joking, I love him. But you know, I think I eventually took it over from my dad. Oh, what'd I do? What just happened? What's happening? Okay. I think I eventually took it back from my dad and actually did it myself because he's not very good at platformers, especially 3D platformers. Actually, this game right here would be his ish. Oh, I should get him to play this. He's been ragging on Minecraft ever since it came out. He would love this though. Is there no way over there? But I guess, yeah, what? I fell on again. What's your favorite game? Well, what's your first game? Another game I remember playing really young was Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy, my very first Pokemon game. Game Boy Color, specifically. And I remember sitting in my parents' computer room. That's how old I am. We had a separate room for computers. Like, my computer right now is in my bedroom. It was also kind of a laundry room. We were, oh god, you know, my parents didn't become parents super old. Oh, I leveled up. My mom was 24 when she had me, which would make my dad 25. And we has a chance to send it into a reach. Heals allies. Not super helpful. I guess I'll go with that. Oh, so they were relatively young. And they grew up in the 70s and 80s. So our computer room / laundry room for this young couple with a small child was a disaster. A glaive? Oh no, am I trapped? Oh, here we go. Was a mess. We had this little hamper. It was 3 hampers, like 3. It was like a netted material, kind of like those jerseys they give you in like middle school to separate teams in like dodgeball and stuff. Like practice jerseys if you've played high school sports. It's the kind of material they're made out of, so you can separate colors, whites, and darks. we had so much clothes between me and my parents, or my parents and me, that eventually just kind of started piling up. I think it started as a really small pile next to the hamper, and you know, as days went by without laundry getting done, the pile got bigger and bigger and bigger till what I remember from my small child's perspective, the pile went like halfway up the wall. It was huge. It was ridiculous. Like, how can 3 people own so many clothes, especially when one is an infant or a toddler or whatever? It was ridiculous. But I remember sitting in the computer room with my mom. I would pretty often sit like in the pile of dirty clothes or on top of it, or I would sit under the desk that the computer was on. And I remember playing Pokemon Yellow, and for those of you who may have not played it before, in Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu follows behind you. It's one of my favorite parts of that game. And I accidentally put Pikachu in the PC. Now, the PC itself was not very user-friendly back in Gen 1. And I was 4 or 5. At least 3, because that's when we moved to that apartment, or duplex, or whatever. And I accidentally put Pikachu in the PC, and oh, it's the Illager Corrupted Cauldron. Oh god, oh it hurts. Oh god, it hurts. Oh my goodness, run! Oh wow, this hurts a lot. Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness. I want to finish my story. There's so much going on. Load faster, potion, please. I died. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's my first death. Charge! I put a Pikachu into the thing, and I cried. I had a meltdown, and I went up to my mom, who was on the computer at the time, and I was all like, "Mom! My Pikachu!" And I made her, a woman who's never really played any video games. Oh, we have 1 life left. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. A woman who never played video games, she kind of grew up with some Nintendo systems. So she kind of played some Mario in the past. I made her figure out how to get my Pikachu out because, oh god, was that a mistake. Oh my goodness. Oh, stop, please. Do they stop spawning? I should have teamed up with someone. Oh goodness. Oh god. I made her get Pikachu out. And it was funny. Another thing that happened in that computer room, do you remember that video of, oh god, the so-called like Honda commercial or whatever, where they're coming around the mountain, and it's the jump scare. It's like the jump scare video. Like if you've ever been on the internet, you know what this video is. Oh my god. And I was there when it's first spawned, and oh god, and I remember my mom showing it to me, and oh god, was it bad, and I was crying, and I'm like, ah, it's scary, and oh my god, and it was scary, and I didn't like it. And that's Mr. And man, the early internet that was the thing. Remember before YouTube? Because YouTube started back in 2005. And oh my god. Oh my god. Go away. I need a drink. What was I even talking about? That'll probably be a highlight. Okay, I need to breathe. Give me 1 second. Okay. But yeah, those are probably.
Arch-Illager's potion supply is no more, and it will be a long time before the witches recover from this blow. Well done.
I almost upped the difficulty on that. I'm a crazy person. What I get? Harvester. The harvester siphons the souls of the dead before releasing them into a cluster hex of power. I already picked up one of those. Is that stronger than... Oh, what are you? Lightning harp crossbow. Heck yeah. It's about the same, but I'll put it on. I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh yeah, that harvester is way stronger. Oh god. Okay. I need another sip real quick. I bought these hard seltzers at Sam's Club, and I just picked up a random case. Because usually I do the build your own 6-pack at Kroger, which is $10. But then I got a 24-pack of these hard seltzers for $28. So I thought it was a way better deal. But I just picked a random case, and man, they were all dented. I went to get, I usually do 3 drinks per stream. Because, I don't want to be an alcoholic. And I feel, I usually go for about 3 hours, so I feel that's kind of balanced. Especially since alcoholism runs heavy in my family. But I went to get 3 cans to, have my drinks. Because, okay, this might sound misogynistic. I usually have my wife do it. Because she's amazing and she does it and she loves me and I love her. But she's not here, so I just grabbed 3 of them right off the bat, which I might just start doing, at least while I have this pack. Anyways, I went to grab 3 of them. One of them, completely empty. Completely unopened, completely empty. So, not only are most of the cans squished, at least one of them had a hole in it, and it was empty. So, I was kind of mad about that. What in the heck was I talking about before that? I guess my first video game memories. Friends? I don't have any friends. I wish I could add friends. Like, I could invite random people. Can I? No, I can't. Can I get rid of some of this stuff? Oh, I can. Oh, thank goodness. Cha-ching! Oh, my things don't show up. Do I have a bunch? Oh, I have 5 now? Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Thorns, yes. Let's check you out. Every 5th shot. Nice. Increase attack speed for each consecutive shot. Firing a shot also fires a second shot at nearby enemy. The second shot has reduced damage. Boost arrow pushback. Fire arrows sometimes gain the piercing effect, so allows them. Let's grab you and you. Weakening. Can I not get more? Guess not. I can only do. I only have 2 more, so I'll do that. I have so many emeralds. I might have mentioned it before, but my cat's name is Emerald. And she basically lives in my bedroom because I live with my parents. My wife's son and I live with my parents for financial reasons. What was that? And their cats are mean to my cat, so she kind of lives in our bedroom, which is where all my streaming stuff is. And I keep saying Emerald, and she's getting real confused. Now I'm getting kitty kisses. And maybe someday, if I have more confidence, I'll have a webcam for my stream. I mean, I have my laptop webcam that I could always turn on. Is that what that sound was? I got a new follower? Thank you. Thank you so much. Matthew is yes. Thank you. Welcome to this. I don't know really what to call it. The stock pot is what I call it on my Discord, cause chicken noodles, which history behind that name, I was at my cousin's house and they had an Xbox and we were all playing together and
The Illager raids have roasted this once lush land to ruin. Only one village remains unspoiled in this corner of the world. Make haste, hero. We must warn the villagers there of the battle to come. You are their only hope.
I was at my cousin's house. I was 13 years old. Remember that. And we were all gonna play Halo 3 together. We're playing the... Oh, what's it called? It's this, like, sandbox mode. Where you can, like, just add random things to the map and be dumb. We did that a lot. But instead of, oh my goodness, being just a guest, is that a duck with a burn on it? Or I don't know what they're actually called, like mini zombies? Instead of just playing as guest on their Xbox, I decided to make a gamer tag. And I made it. Well, okay, I was also really hungry at the time. That's important context. And my favorite soup at the time, which growing up I was like a soup fiend. That's like all I ate, probably because it was cheap and we were poor. But my favorite soup was chicken noodle soup, and man, did that sound tasty. So I did chicken noodles, but I think it looked weird with the two ends, so I made it one end. And then this was back in the day where adding a Z made it look cool. So I added a Z instead of an S, and then, you know, like I told you to remember, 13. I was 13 years old, and thus Chicken Noodles 13 became a thing, and it's been a thing on all platforms since, so it's a thing on here too, I guess. Just running with it, and you know, being Chicken Noodles, I thought Stock Pot or Soup Kitchen, or I don't actually remember what I called it. Regardless, thank you. Thank you for joining. If I scare you away, that's totally okay. I have come to expect it. Dude, chicken noodle soup's so good. My family, I don't know if this is really normal, but my family will make like chicken and noodles, and serve it over mashed potatoes. Maybe that's weird. Maybe it's not. But man, now I'm hungry. It's great on cold days. It's... Am I absorbing souls? Is that a thing that's happening? It's so good though. Oh, my chat box isn't showing up on the screen. I like to add my chat box on the screen so when I upload this to YouTube I don't sound like a crazy person just talking to myself, which I've been doing for the past almost 2 hours now, so it's whatever, I guess. But man, I could destroy some chicken and noodles right now. Oh, that's never a good sign. Oh, that's the Arch Illager or whatever it's called. Last time he showed up I died, so now I'm scared. I don't know if it's still my favorite soup though. I used to always make the joke that my favorite vegetable was potato, because, well, it's not good for you, generally. But darn, is it tasty. So like a cheddar potato soup with like bacon or something, that might be my favorite. And my wife makes it homemade, so she uses like a heavy cream and all kinds of cheese, and I'm lactose intolerant, mildly at least, and it destroys me, but I love it. She uses actual bacon, not bacon bits. Like, she will fry up the bacon until it's real nice and crisp, and then break it up into bits. And man, I wasn't hungry until your comment, and now I'm just thinking about different soups. What's your favorite soup? What? I've been talking to myself for 2 hours. What's your favorite soup? Tomato soup? I don't know. I grew up in it has to be with grilled cheese. I get that. My cousin actually will eat it. He will make grilled cheese and then put tomato soup in a cup to drink with it, which I think is weird personally. But I grew up in a town called Reynoldsburg, Ohio, where they hold a tomato festival, and man, I ate so much tomato soup growing up and drank so much tomato juice. It's hard now. I don't think I can go back to it. My wife makes like a chicken Florentine with a tomato base sauce, and it has kind of a tomato soupy taste. That's probably as close as I can get anymore. Now, no disrespect. I love tomatoes, and I am down for grilled cheese anytime. So, I get you, but I don't know if I can go back. It at least hasn't been long enough. I at least need a little more time. What is that thing? Oh, it's bad. What is going on? My wife also tries to make grilled cheese like fancy. Like, she'll use different kinds of cheeses, like 2 or 3 different slices of cheese, like I don't even know, American cheddar and something else on one sandwich, and instead of butter she uses like mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. And she went to school originally for to be a chef. She went to culinary school, and I abuse that fact, and she makes incredible food, even if she doesn't think so, to the point where if we do when we do finally move away from my parents, I think they'll starve, because they've cooked like 4 times total in the last 2 years we've lived with them. They even say that if and when we move out, it's just gonna be fast food and takeout for every meal. my parents are at the age where they're kind of done with everything. Chores, my dad always told me when I was growing up that they had me to do their chores for them, which might explain why I'm so lazy. But they will constantly buy like paper plates and stuff so that they don't don't have to do dishes, which I'm sure my wife appreciates because she's the only one in our house that doesn't work currently. Man, that's really loud. Only because remind me to turn that down here after this battle. Oh, I died. Okay, I'll turn it down now, I guess. Oh gosh. Or not. I couldn't find it fast enough. She's the only one that doesn't work. I've got to go for an hour, but I'll be back. Okay. That's cool. Thank you for stopping by. In case anyone is watching this after the fact, after the stream, or if anyone's actually here other than Matthew, what was I saying? My parents don't like doing stuff. What was I saying? Was I saying I'm gonna die? Cause I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, I have Fox Friend. Oh, and I have this thing. I don't even know what that does. Oh man, there's so much going on. And I died again. I need a drink. Okay. Oh, so my poor wife. We have had our first child. We're both pretty young parents. I just turned 24, she just turned 26. Our son is 1 year old. Meaning she was 24 when he was born, and I was 23. So, again, young parents. Oh, that's way better. Man. Do I have... Oh, I do. I do have enchantment things. Sick. Can I enchant more? No. Okay. We're both young parents. But we can't afford daycare. We understand daycare. Super expensive. Kind of a problem in this country, honestly. But, so I work full-time. I was working full-time, going to school part-time, but I suffer from chronic major depression, which is, again, one of the reasons I have to drink to be able to stream, which I recognize as unhealthy, and would love to be able to get past at some point. But regardless, or I guess I digress. Oh man, that's a lot of stones. So I work, and she is stuck at home pretty much 24/7 with the baby. And because she's the only one who doesn't have like a quote unquote actual job, did air quotes there. Since you can't see me, I feel it's necessary to mention. She feels it's necessary for her to take on basically all of the chores in the house, which is super unfair to her. And she has her own mental health problems, which I won't go into because, it's not my mental health. I don't feel that it's right for me to go into it on her behalf. So she has her own struggles with her mental health, and she puts so much on her shoulders that it really stresses her out. And so she does all the cleaning, all the dishes, all the cooking. Name something, name a household chore, and she does it. Now, to be fair, she's told me since the day I met her that her dream in life is to be like a 50s housewife and just stay at home, raise the kids, and whatever. But she's also an incredibly hard worker. Like, she was working three jobs and going to school at the same time before we met. Oh, that's not good. And she puts so much responsibility on her own shoulders that, man, I feel really bad because, sure, I work full time. I work 4 10-hour days a week. And that can be hard. It's hard sometimes coming home and her telling me that she's tired and she needs a break from the baby. And she needs me to do all these things. Sometimes that's hard. And maybe it's reasonable to think it's hard. But I get 10 hours away from the baby a day. So I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. It's happening. I'm gonna die. I died. Last chance. Oh no, I don't have any lives left. Oh no. Man, I need a drink. I need to ready up. Okay. So yeah, it gets hard sometimes when she says she needs a break and I've been working all day. But I recognize that I'm away from the family 10 hours a day. I get that break on top of, like, my 15-minute breaks at work and my 30-minute lunch. I get breaks. And, take it. Man, that went way easier than I thought it would. I understand I get breaks, and she doesn't. Is basically what I'm getting at. And she puts so much on herself. She gets so stressed, and I feel so bad. And then, with my mental health issues, I think everyone hates me all the time. So I'm constantly nagging her, saying, like, do you love me? And Do you like me? Am I worthy of being whatever?
You did it.
I
And
did
the
it.
villagers of the pumpkin pastures go on to fight another day.
And I know that can be a lot. I know because I've had friends that have done the same to me, and it's been rough. And I've had friends that I've done it to that couldn't handle it. Light feather. No one knows what mysterious creature this feather came from, but it is as beautiful and powerful. What? Lets you tumble through the air, stunning and pushing enemies back as you go. I don't... Stun duration, 3-second cooldown. I think I'll keep what I have. Oh, you're new. Flaming quiver. What is it? Sickles. Oh, that's stronger. Can I... Committed. Leeching. Being a mob heals you a small portion. Ooh. Go with leeching. Sorry. So, I know how hard it can be. Sorry, quick second, I'm refilling my drink. I know how hard it can be to deal with someone you care about being depressed. I know how hard it is dealing with me specifically. And I love her so much, and can never express in words how much I appreciate her, I guess, dealing with me. I don't even know how this conversation started. Here, let's do another level. I'll let the the voiceover talk.
There are unsettling rumblings in the mountains of the overworld. Whispered rumors say the Illagers are building something dreadful far beneath these ancient mines. Something of soot, metal and flame. Only a hero such as yourself could brave the cavernous underground and uncover the truth.
Long story short, I guess what I want to say is I love her. I feel bad for not helping her as much as I can and for complaining as much as I do. And I know my parents do what they can to help. I wish they could do more. Just as I wish I could do more. I mean, she's going back to school now. We're trying to conceive a second child. Like, she's got a lot on her plate. If there's anything that can be done to help her out, I would love to do it. You will sometimes see her in our chat. It's Koopageddon. She's like my only moderator. Other than Streamlabs. Oh, there's a spawner. That's cool. But cave spiders. I don't know. We'll be doing some videos together, hopefully in the near future. What did I pick up? Oh, it's kind of much better. Like, way, way better. But I think I'm gonna keep this for now. Her name, or her screen name, or her username is Goopageddon. We're stupid and we call our family the Goop Troop. If you subscribe to me on YouTube, you'll probably see some videos here in the not too distant future, like Goop Troop Plays or something. Cause we both love video games, and since she's stuck here 24/7 with our son, she doesn't get to play as much as she wants to, not all the time. And I think she's figuring out that part of the reason I like this streaming thing is because it gives me at least, at least 3 hours to hide in my room and play video games. We're talking about doing some Let's Plays together, a la Game Grumps style, if you're familiar with that. Oh, I died! Oh, okay, it's the next level. I'm good. We're going, so a la Game Grumps style, meaning, we will be doing, like, long-ish, sessions where, so we'll record several episodes per session, and just kind of break it down, into multiple episodes. We might be doing that with Mario Odyssey. She's a huge Mario Sunshine fan. Just for nostalgia reasons, I think. So if the rumors about that getting HD remake or whatever, oh my god, oh my god. If the rumors of that are true, we will probably do a playthrough of that. So we'll probably do a playthrough of Mario Odyssey, because I had to have Mario Odyssey, and I barely played it. What else? She just got, well, it's not out yet. There's a game coming out, I believe June 16th, called, Summer of Mara? Or Summer in Mara? I think it's Summer of Mara. It had an Indiegogo campaign that we, backed. She is the one that brought it to my attention, and she kept saying if it becomes a game, she wants it. She wants it so bad, it's so pretty, blah, blah, blah. And so, as a Christmas present, I backed it for her, and put her name in the credits. But, you know, with COVID and everything, it's gotten pushed back here. Oh, I forgot to turn down the game volume. I'm sorry, guys. It's gotten pushed back a couple of times. And because of that, it still hasn't come out. But we're supposed to get it a little bit early. So maybe, oh no, I died. Maybe we'll do a playthrough of that. She's also like the biggest fan of Twilly, The World Ends With You. You might know it as. Especially if you're big Square Enix fans. We might do a playthrough of that because we got it on the Switch, the like remaster or whatever. And we have yet to play it because we're awful fans. Oh, let me turn up the volume real quick. Oh, what? There we go. If that's too quiet, let me know. But we're awful fans, and so we might play through that because she loves it. And when we first started dating, I bought it for the DS, which is what it originally released for. And I guess I suck at video games because I never got very far in it. And after forcing her to play through the Kingdom Hearts series, I feel I owe it to her to play through that. And I mean, to be fair, one of the requirements for us to get married was that I get caught up on One Piece, which, if you know anything about anime or whatever, is really, really long. Granted, I cheated and read the manga to get up to date, so it was way faster, but still took me a year to do. But I still feel that I owe it to her to play through one of her favorite games, just because, I mean, I don't know, I feel like you can learn a lot from a person based on their favorite game. So, it's worth playing. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Like, for instance, my favorite game is Kingdom Hearts 2. Do with that information what you shall. Judge me. I don't know. I don't care. I'll probably do a playthrough of it here on stream at some point. I hope I do. When the PS5 comes out, I plan on stealing the PS4 from the living room and using that as one of my stream machines. But until then, it's just a hassle moving it from room to room. So most of my console streaming will probably come from the Switch, just because it's so, I don't want to say versatile, I don't want to say movable. It's oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not traversable. You don't traverse the Switch. It's so mobile, I guess. I don't know. It's just way easier to take the Switch from one spot to another. Like, literally, that's what it's made for. So that's another reason why we'll probably be doing Twilly sooner than later, because it's on the Switch. And it'd be real easy to hook up to my laptop. My stream machine, if you will. Also, if any of you are from a different country and hear me do an accent and find it offensive, please, 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 please let me know, so I can either make it better or I can just stop doing it. And on that note, I'm going to take a quick pause because I have text from my wife. An hour for 2 miles. Oh my god, there's so much traffic. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Did I send that? Okay. Oh, I thought that cart was an enemy because I was barely paying attention. I'm dumb. I'm amazed I haven't run low on arrows yet. Especially because I have a theory that it's resetting each time I get a new bow. Oh, gosh. Okay, now that I'm done rambling about that, I haven't really been paying attention. I'm not 100% sure. Here, let me stand here for a second. So, what I've gathered so far between my ramblings, there's this creature called an Arch Illager. I'm thinking that he's basically turning the regular villagers into other Illagers, which I guess is what they're calling them. And that means what? I don't know. I don't know if this game is bad at portraying the story or if I'm bad at paying attention. Maybe both. Definitely the latter, but maybe both. To jump back what is this? Apple? To jump back a topic with using consoles to stream. I guess I have to go this way. The Last of Us 2 is coming out later this month. I think it's this month. Would you guys want to see me stream that? I played the first Last of Us and adored it, just like probably 80% of anyone else who's played it. Oh goodness. So I would be more than happy to stream it because I'm definitely getting it one way or the other. Oh goodness. So if you would like to see me stream it, let me know. Either I don't know if anyone's really watching me live, because I know Matthew said he's gone for an hour. I guess if you're interested and you're watching on YouTube, which if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry if the conversations between me and Matthew are confusing, because I just realized the chat box, I realized the chat box is not showing up. If you're on YouTube and you would like to see me play The Last of Us Part 2, leave a comment. If you're on Twitch watching this live, hi baby back ribs. If you guys are watching me live, let me know if you want to see me play The Last of Us Part 2. If you're watching VOD, I think you can send me a message. You can at least reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. My Twitter is the same as my Twitch. It's at chickennoodles13. And my Discord is my pinned tweet. So, oh no, last chance. So there's that, I guess. mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I'm also planning on in July when it comes out, stream. I picked up an auto crossbow. My goodness. What do you have? Enchanting. Projectiles deal more damage to enchanted enemies. Oh, bonus shot. I like bonus shot. Take that. Maybe I don't know a lot about this game. I mean, it's brand new. Can I only do 1 enchantment per item? Because, like, one of my items I had before, I did 2 enchantments. I wasted that TNT. Which, oh, shoot. I think, oh, never mind. What was I saying? Oh, in July, I wanted to stream the new Paper Mario, the Origami King, because I've not ever played a Paper Mario, and I'm trying to cheat the system. And oh my goodness, I'm on fire. I'm trying to cheat the system, and I figure, you know.
To the rumors are true, the Illagers are building a dreadful forge under the mountain.
I figure playing a brand new game will get me more views. Which is, some items you can have 2 or 3 enchantments. Is it like based on the level of item? I mean, that would make sense, I suppose. Oh, I thought I hit A. Fireworks arrow. Totem of shielding. This totem radiates powerful energy that bursts forth as a protective shield around those near it. That's pretty neato. Or usually one. So, just chance? So it's just chance. It's not a level thing. It either does 1 or it does multiple. That makes sense, I guess. I think it's a little not different. Unique, I guess. But I'm so sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Can I pick up more supplies from here? I know I picked up supplies once. It's not looking like it. Oh wow, I suck at streaming and actually having an audience. Oh, I was saying I'm basically doing the same tactic as I'm describing, where that's part of the reason I'm playing this game is because it just came out. That and if you're just joining us, or if you've been listening, I've been a huge fan of Minecraft since sophomore year of high school. Oh, sorry.
Where the Arch-Illager builds monstrous machines that devastate the villages of the overworld. They must be stopped. Strike with everything you've got and raise this forge to ruins.
Since sophomore year, which is like 2012, because I heard my friends talking about it, and this was back when it was just barely on Xbox. So they were playing on PC, and they were talking about all this crazy stuff they were doing, and I'm like, man, that sounds cool. Oh gosh, a game where you can essentially build the game? Like, man, that's cool. It was pretty much the reason, other than trying to cheat the system and get more viewers, is why I'm playing this, because this is something I've been interested in. I still don't know fully why they made this. I can understand why they made story mode, because as long as I've been playing Minecraft, people have been like, man, this is such a good game. I wish it had a story mode to explain anything about the game. So I understand story mode. And I can almost understand this game because some people really like the survival aspect of Minecraft. I get that. We used to have survival like competitions when I was in high school. My friends and I did. And basically meaning we would all spawn in the same spot in the same world or server or whatever on 360, and we would then build a little fort. We'd give each other like half an hour, and then we would what is that? We give each other like half an hour to build up supplies and get a base, and then we would try to see who could survive the longest, which was sometimes boring, but if we ever ran into each other, it was so incredibly fun because we would try to murder each other. It was a competition. We were trying to win. So I can kind of understand a little bit why this game exists, but to make a full like old school dungeon crawler, basically a Diablo clone, the more I play this, the less comfortable I am saying that. But I'm kind of understanding it the more I think about it. But when they announced this, when I heard this was coming out, I just didn't understand. I just kept thinking, why? Why is this coming out? You already have story mode. Oh my god. Which, you know, explains nothing, I guess. Doesn't really explain anything. But it gives you a story in Minecraft. So I mean, that's what a lot of people have asked for years. So, I understood that. 100%. I'm like, man, what if there's a story to this? I assumed, oh goodness. I assumed if there was a story, it would be about, like, Herobrine. Which I thought, oh gosh, I'm out of arrows for the first time ever. I thought would be about Herobrine, which, oh no, I died. Oh right, it's a new level. Oh, I got scared for a sec. Oh, that's not better. Which I assumed. Oh wow, this is bad. Oh no. I assumed any story related to Minecraft would be about Herobrine, because that was just super interesting to me. I used to, stupid little teenager me, used to look for, was it 2x1 or 1x2 tunnels or mine shafts? Looking for Herobrine. I would spend hours trying to find him. Only to find out years later that not a thing. It's the videos I see online are fan made. They just modded it. I went through a huge creepypasta phase. So like stuff like Herobrine or Ben Drowned or those, I mean, it's Slenderman, I guess. Those are the only game ones I can think of. I mean, there's also like Jeff the Killer and Smile Dog and Sonic.exe that I would watch or listen to or read. I got super into those. Oh, what's that other one? There's another super famous one. It's not Smile Dog. It's the, I want to say the Creeper, but that's not right. The he like sits at the edge of your bed, I think, if I'm remembering this right. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sober. He like sits on the edge of your bed and takes you, and maybe it's better to describe how he looks. He's supposed to be like, I think, super long and skinny, completely hairless, with like inhuman face. I mean, kind of human-ish, but like a smile with really sharp teeth, and I think he takes you out to the woods. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm bad at this. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. I'm so sorry. I don't remember what this is called. Oh, Herobrine. Oh, sorry. I almost lost it. Herobrine. I used to be super into that stuff. I was a little emo kid, so I was super into like dark stuff. I did the whole like self-harm stuff and whatever. I dress in all black. I still, honestly, dress in all black more often than I probably should. I already said I self-harm. I don't know. I was like textbook emo. I would straighten my hair every day. I would do everything I could within the like emo, I guess, culture, counterculture, subculture, whatever, that I could do on my own without needing my parents' permission. As an adult, I've already done like tattoos. My ears are gauged, not big. It's only a 2. It was cool catching the stream, but I gotta go. But I was most definitely be back when I could. Thank you so much, Matthew. I really appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day. What was I saying? Oh, I got my ears gauged. It's just a 2G because I figure. Thank you. I figure if I ever want to do anything super professional, which, I mean, the profession I'm looking at is game design, which doesn't need to be super professional. If I ever want to do anything super professional, it has to be, I have to be able to hide the stuff that's not currently considered professional. So, I have a tattoo on my forearm. I can always wear long sleeves to interviews and at work if need be. My gauges are only a 2, so what I've read online, 2 is like the biggest you can go if you want it to, at some point, go back down to almost normal, like close back up to almost normal. It's definitely small enough that I won't need surgery. But I've dyed my hair. It's currently bluish. But I've been so mean to my hair in high school and stuff that with straightening it every day that I'm going to... What is this? What is this? Oh, it hurts is what it does. Okay. I'm letting it rest between dyes. So it's blue right now. It'll soon be back to what I always said was like the perfect natural hair for a quote-unquote emo kid, because it's black with red highlights. My dad has black hair. My mom is a natural ginger. So I thought, that was really cool. I really, really like my natural hair. I just basically wanted to dye my hair mostly as a, like, way to express myself, I guess. I have a Kingdom Hearts tattoo that my wife designed because I'm a huge freaking nerd. Right now I'm wearing... Oh, is this like a thing I can use? Right now I'm wearing... what's the word? It's... it's not tarnished, I'm wearing basically rainbow gauges for Pride. Oh shoot, I have to pee. Again, real bad. I'm sorry. Here, I'll leave you with some music this time. Oh, that's the wrong button. I'm sorry. I just want to remind you I'm pretty new at this. So sorry for the unprofessionalism. Here. Let me leave you with some music. I will be right back, I promise. There. That button. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. As I've been saying, uh, too much social anxiety to do this sober. Lots of liquids means lots of bathroom breaks. I'm old. At an elderly 24. I'm sorry if any of you are actually older than that, and that voice might have been not the most, let's say, politically correct, but that word kind of has negative connotations. The most sympathetic? I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. I guess I should follow these arrows. Why is this game so fun? Why do I like... Whoa, what is this? Ah, that doesn't look good. That looks like a Zelda thing. That's another thing. Okay, the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC is coming out soon. I've already bought it. So when that comes out, do you want to watch me stream that? Again, if you're on YouTube, let me know in the comments below. If you're watching live on Twitch, which, no offense if you are, but it doesn't look like anyone is, according to Streamlabs at least. That boat's not better. What is this? Okay. What? Did it change back? No. Oh. According to Streamlabs, it isn't. I think you can comment on VODs. I'm not sure. If you want to talk to me, you can DM me on Twitter at chickennoodles13, spelled just like it is on here. Or my pinned tweet is my Discord. You can always catch me there. What was it? Oh, if you want to watch me stream the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion when it comes out. Sorry, I'm sending a text. Pokemon Sword and Shield's coming out. What else? Oh no, we're almost 3 hours in. I'm way less than sober, and I'm so bored. Sorry, I'm gonna sass my wife. She's stuck in traffic. Catch 12 minutes to go a mile. Catch me on Twitch, girl. Haha. Love you. I hate myself. I hate myself for saying that out loud as I type. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. Lame. She said it won't load. What was I saying? Oh my god. Sure, I tried. I have to go towards this way. So, my future plans so far. Oh no, I moved my pop filter. I hope that doesn't mess things up. How do I get over there? Where's the map? Oh, how do I read this? This way and down? This way. My future plans so far are Jedi Fallen Order. So if you've been following me at all, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I just finished that yesterday. I've also been playing Life is Strange 2 because I love the series so much, even though I can't make like any money off of it, even if I did meet requirements because of licensed music. Die! Oh, I can throw not one at a time. Okay. What was I saying? Escape the Forge. Is that this way? Nope. Oh no, what was I saying? Oh, what I've been playing. I've been playing The Last of Us 2. No, no, I've not been playing The Last of Us 2. That's not out yet. That's what I was talking about earlier. I've been playing Life is Strange 2. And I will be finishing that tomorrow. I finished Assassin's Creed Syndicate yesterday. I want to keep a slot open for Paper Mario, so I actually might continue this, just because it doesn't seem as big as some of the other games I want to do. I also want to do Origins and Odyssey, Assassin's Creed, before Valhalla comes out later. So, what was the point I was trying to make? What was the point I was trying to make? Oh gosh. Picked up a hammer of gravity. I picked up a gravity hammer. I don't know if I said it. I might have said it. I'm sorry if I already said it. So probably after tomorrow, I'm going to replace Life is Strange with Jedi Fallen Order, because I'm still kind of on a Star Wars kick after bringing it back around, listening to Kind of Funny's in review of the Star Wars and the Star War, the saga, I guess. They did all the movies and ranked them and blah blah blah. So I'm still kind of on a kick from that, a Star Wars kick from that, and bought Jedi Fallen Order, which I kind of wanted to anyways, but I bought it, so I'm gonna play it, probably starting next Saturday, and then this actually might take the place of Assassin's Creed on Thursdays. And actually my schedule might be changing a bit. I'm not sure. My wife is about to get her associate's degree, and then in the fall she's going back to school for her bachelor's. So to make things easier on her, I might shift my schedule around. Also, depends on my work and other scheduling things, because like my friends, my wife and I play D&D with our friends every Monday and sometimes Friday. So it'll depend on that as well. But as of right now, Thursdays and Saturdays are still going to be the normal days. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know what that was leading up to. What is that? Hey, okay, I need to check out these hammers. That's better. That's even extra better. Oh my goodness. I bet it's slow AF though. If my not cussing ever gets on your nerves, it's not a personal thing, because I talk like a sailor, I guess. I just am, after way too many hours on both Twitch and YouTube, I know that they're kind of cracking down on language, especially YouTube. And man, I would love so very much to be able to make this a full-time job. So in case I ever get there, I'm trying my darndest to not cuss, so that I know I can monetize these videos. Even if, oh, okay. I'm nowhere near being able to do so, because I need like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and like 50 followers on here. I'm up to, I think, 10 with Matthew. So I still got quite a while. And man, I can't express how happy I am to have had multiple people I don't know participating in my chat, because usually it's just my wife or my parents, which is kind of sad. I am fully aware. I don't know. I also want to apologize. Oh, what is that? Beforehand, because ow, ow. Ow, I'm hurting myself because I suck. I want to apologize beforehand because I'm fully aware of the fact that, oh, those aren't staying up. Okay. Of the fact that I'm super awkward, and therefore I can't really, I haven't learned how to sign off without being super awkward. Oh wow, right in the lava, huh? Ooh, golly. Where am I supposed to go? I haven't learned how to sign off. Please never catch my stream as I'm signing off or as I'm doing my greetings, because wow, is it cringy. It's just the worst. I don't know how to do it, is where I'm getting at. Oh, right in the lava again. Most of my streams start out as hello, or if I'm feeling extra spicy, hello, friends and foes. But I would like to call out my friends a lot more to support them. So while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and call out my friend Chris Johns, who just had his just had he's an author, and he's just had his 5th book in his first series release and his first book in his 2nd series release. So let me call him out. Check out the Axe Druid series, or Mephisto's Magic, both on Amazon, published by Mountaindale Press. It's a gamelit novel following a group of ex-Marines who like to game together and are transported into this world where the gods have used the most common video game rules from our world to determine the laws of their world, like the physics of their world. So lots of like D&D and other games are referenced. Oh, thank goodness. Lots of games being referenced. The main character is my friend Chris, but as a kitsune druid who uses primarily an axe to fight with, and his character's name is Ezekiel Erebos, but he goes by Zeke. Again, the 5th book in that series has just come out, called Into the Storm. The first book is called Into the Light. And not to say anything bad about him, with Into the Light especially, you can tell it's his first book. But I still think it's a good story overall. I definitely think it's worth a read if you're into that kind of idea. Basically, if you know anything about Sword Art Online, it's kind of that. Except it's not an MMO. They're transported to a different world. The gods of that world have defined their laws based on the video games and board games of our world. And they are meant to fight against the basically god of war, or at least the entity of war. Along the way, they fight his generals, and they're basically just trying to save this alien world, and to be able to get back to their own world to see their families. In Chris's case, Zeke's case,
Forge is destroyed. The war machines of the Illagers have been smashed.
get back and see his son. We meet lots of new friends along the way. It's overall a pretty fun time. Soul Healer. The Soul Healer amulet is cold to the touch and trembles with the power of souls. It is a common among the Illagers of the Woodland Mansion. Did that save? Is this saved? Did this save? I'm at 3 hours and my wife is almost home. So I think I'm gonna hop off of here to help her out with dinner and whatnot when she gets home. Oh, first let's check our enchantments. You. Chains, weakening, sharpness, deal more damage, has a third pinch together and keep them bound for a short time. I like that one. I do. Okay. Oh my goodness, my brain. Oh. Don't drink, children. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. So check out the Axe Druid series. Most easily found on Amazon. There's also audiobooks on Audible. He has a second series too. You follow the links, you can find it. Check out my friend Francois 878, I believe. It's either 878 or 787. I think it's 878 though. You probably have to check him out on YouTube. He hasn't been streaming much lately. I don't think he has any VODs available. He's a Warframe streamer. He also does stuff like Uncharted and whatnot. And he currently has my copy of God of War for the PS4 that I told him he can borrow if he'll stream it. So maybe I'm responsible for killing his streaming career. And also check out my friend Darkrai SR or Darkrai Senior. I'm not 100% sure what the SR stands for. Recently he's been streaming Apex Legends. I think he's done a couple Titanfall streams. So go over there and support him. My friend Manny has a D&D podcast called Adventurers Atrium on Spotify. It's a bunch of people basically learning how to play D&D together on a D&D podcast. Check them out. It's interesting, to say the least. The premise is all of time and space are colliding upon each other and happening at the same time. So Winston Churchill could be fighting Donald Trump or Hitler or Cleopatra, but it's also all other universes. So sometimes the group will fight like Street Sharks or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or other licensed properties that maybe they shouldn't be mentioning. Albeit some of the first couple episodes are pretty rough, but they're still trying to find their way. So give them a chance. They're only like an hour or so long, or much shorter than most D&D podcasts. So check them out. And I think that's all I have to plug right now. So on that note, thank you for suffering through this with me. Thank you for dealing with me. Thank you, Matthew is yes, for following me and talking to me along with Baby Backribs 145. Here, I think I have, maybe I can do this. I don't know, I'm supposed to have credits. But thank you guys. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. A line from Brian W. Foster, don't forget to love each other. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and or night. Thank you. I will see you Saturday for the Life is Strange 2 finale. Till then, bye-bye.